In this video, I'm going to show you how to grow the tallest and biggest plants inside of Grow a Garden 2. You may be watching this video simply because you want to grow very big plants and want to earn tons of money, or you may also be watching because of the fact there's a current guild event that requires you to literally grow the tallest plant to earn points. Whichever one you're here for, don't worry, in this video we're going to cover everything, so you do not want to miss any part of it, so definitely stay all the way till the end. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Thank you. So ever since, the last time we had an event similar to this, the devs have added a lot. First of all, we recently just got this guild bracket update, which now all guilds are now have global and local bracket competitions, allowing you to get weekly rewards for being top 3 in your local bracket. What this basically means is now you don't actually have to be the best guild in the entire game. You actually have the ability to simply compete for, what's it called? Normal rewards. Like, for example, you got the elite bracket, which can get some pretty good things. Then you got things like the mid bracket and the open bracket. Like I said, I did actually make a video on that. I'm so happy they added it. However, our goal is to simply just get the biggest plants possible. As you can see in my garden over here, I actually have this poison ivy, and this one I got very early on in the game, and you can tell it is 200 feet tall, and that's pretty good, but it can be a lot better. One of the other insane things the developers added recently was this Firefly pet, which makes all gardens in the server fill with life and light, helping grow fruits bigger. Now, this pet is a mythic pet. I actually don't have any mythic teleporters, and I don't have this pet, but it is a pet that can simply spawn on the ground, and it is a little bit hard to get. I'm really hoping once I teleport to a mythic that it actually takes me to this Firefly, because that's what I want. Please, bro, teleport me to the Firefly so I can show chat what this pet can do. Now, you don't obviously need this pet since it is a mythic, but it is very helpful because not only does it help you, it actually helps everybody in your server. So, if you can get some friends who have this, definitely go ahead and do so. That's step number 1. If you don't, you can just skip it like me. I don't have any friends, and it looks like it's not even taking me to a pet. Okay, it looks like my teleporter found a pet, but it's the unicorn, bro. No! I mean, the unicorn is great, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not what we were hoping for. And there we go. It looks like we got it. Let's go. But if you do get your hands on the pet, just make sure you equip it. It's very useful, and it's going to let you get up to 50% bigger plants inside of the game. Now, there is a certain amount of seeds in the game that are actually very good for this. And honestly, the results may surprise you. First category I'm going to consider this is the good but not great seeds. The good or not but not great seeds are seeds that you can still get very big sizes for, such as this poison ivy, which has gotten 218 feet. The great seeds, which even the exploiters are using, as you can see if we go to view leaderboard and look at this number 1 clan, somebody right here has over 2 million feet of their tallest plant. The one that the exploiters are actually using are considered the great but very rare seeds. So to begin, we have the good but not great, and the good but not great are going to be seeds like the bamboo. It's also going to be seeds like the green bean seed, as well as the corn seed, and I believe there's like 1 or 2 more. The acorn seed, which currently is in stock, I'll go ahead and buy that. So these seeds are considered the good but not great, and actually I would add the dragon's breath and like all the supers into that as well. And the reason I say this is because, I mean, you can still get them to be a pretty tall size, like this ghost pepper. As you can see, it's 180 feet. Those technically are also considered good but not great. And you can get the ghost pepper and poison ivy from the ghost pepper pack. So if you do want something that's at least pretty good, I highly recommend these. But the potential for these guys to grow very, very big is a lot lower than some of these great seeds that I'm going to show you. The great seeds are going to be things like the bamboo. This is actually surprisingly a very common one, and I would honestly even put the acorn as a part of the great seeds. And the reason I say this is because these guys have the potential to grow very big sizes, not only because, you know, they're super easy to get, but they naturally just grow very tall. As you can see, I have 1.6k bamboos. So what I'm actually gonna go ahead and do is come to my garden and plant these guys down. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do this in a public server, because if I am in a pub, then there is a chance that the people in here with me actually have the Firefly pet, which will allow me to get big stuff. And look at this person. They have a 200 kg dragon breath. Real question though. Yup, they have fireflies. Look at that. There's one right there. It's running around. That's perfect, because this not only helps him, but it actually helps everybody in the entire server. All right, so now we can come to our garden over here, and let's run all the way to the back, somewhere where there's an empty space, because I don't want to take anything good. Okay, right here. And now we're just going to go ahead and place down our best sprinklers. You only literally need one super sprinkler. That's it. I will actually be taking out my super watering cans as well, because if we get something that's humongous, then we're going to want the ability to be able to, you know, grow it quickly. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and place like a triangle worth of sprinklers. That way we have a big area. And now we just go ahead and spam the bamboos down, bro. You will need a lot of these guys to actually get something pretty good, but you most definitely will. I should mention I'm not in a guild, so it's not going to tell me if I did get something ginormous, but you will most definitely be able to see it as soon as it grows. All right, I've gone ahead, placed like 200 out of the 1,500 I have. And as you can see, we got one that's 33 kg. Not the greatest, but not that bad either. But remember when I mentioned other seeds like the acorn or the corn? Yeah, well, those also work pretty similarly. And they actually have a way better chance at sprouting to be bigger. So what we can go ahead and do is get some corn seeds. I don't know how many I have. Okay, I actually have a lot. 51. Wow. We just got something that's 33 feet. Let's go ahead and place a super sprinkler, and let's go ahead and place the corn. You will notice these guys are going to go for much, much bigger heights. Okay, there we go. I've placed a bit. They're growing, and look, they are still sprouting upwards. There's some that actually have pretty long timers. Like this one's at 27 seconds. So oh no, it's going into my other stuff. Okay, I can't see it, but look, this one is still growing. Okay, we got one that's 116 feet. That's not bad. I mean, technically, I don't even have the Firefly pet. You can also actually get even luckier if you do have the mega seeds, which I only have 2. So I'm just going to hope I please get a corn, bro. That would be insane. But let's go place a super sprinkler and then the 2 mega seeds. And wait, whoa. Oh, whoa. What is that growing? Okay, is that the plant itself? Yeah, I think I accidentally just started growing the corn itself. But there we go. 2 seeds down, please. Corn. Oh my god, one of them is a corn. Look, it's a 40-second corn. No way. Okay, that's actually amazing. I am sure this one is going to grow pretty tall. I can't find where it is though, bro. Everything is growing into each other. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sure we can see it up here. Look at that. This one is just sprouting up. And once you get something that sprouts up like this, that's pretty much how you know you're getting something really big. I'm also going to go ahead super watering can the bottom. You don't have to do it. It's just that hopefully it ends quicker. But here we go. Come on. It's still going. 9 more seconds. I'm really curious how tall this is, bro. I wish I was in a guild. And now this is the tallest plant in my entire garden. Look at that. 331 feet. And guess what? That's not even the limitation for it, because people have gotten thousands fully legitimately. And, well, we got even people getting 2 million. On top of the butterfly pet, you can actually do these methods at a time that's very good, such as when the rain weather is happening. Rain actually doesn't make things grow taller, but it gives you a 2 times growth speed to all plants. And I'm pretty sure if you do actually plant in something right before the rain event happens, or I mean after the rain event happens, it applies that change to your plant, meaning your plant has the potential to grow even taller because you've had it, you're growing it pretty much a lot faster, if that makes sense. Now, let's see if we can actually go ahead and try another method. This one involves you actually placing the super sprinkler or any other sprinkler of your choice. Technically, you can actually do a legendary sprinkler plus like a rare. That's the same thing as a super, guys, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. But once we do that, you want to actually place the super watering can and then the seeds. So boom, there's the watering can, and then we place the corn seeds. Come on, will any of these grow big? And actually, not too bad. 106 feet, I think, or maybe 70 feet, but not great. Never mind. Maybe that's not the way to go about it. We can also go ahead and place down some of our acorn seeds. There we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and water that as well. And it looks like some might still be growing. Yeah, look, we got 13 minutes on some of these. Oh my goodness. Wait, yo, what is going on? Why do these take so long to grow? Okay, yo, is it still growing? That says 8 minutes on it. I literally cannot tell. Is this still growing? But what am I looking at? Why does it say there's 17 minutes on it still? I don't know how that works. Okay, let's try giving it the super watering can, because otherwise that thing's never gonna grow. 3 more seconds. And look at that. The acorn is 114 feet. Pretty much anything that says corn on it has the potential to go to a maximum peak. So definitely use those plants for sure. Now keep in mind, this is what I'm able to do with barely any amount of like, what you call it, the fireflies. It's only this guy in the server that has like 1 of them, maybe 2. Yeah, I think this guy literally only owns 1 entire firefly out of his entire garden. So yeah, it's insane how good this can be. And oh my gosh, it's so laggy. Bro, how am I ever gonna clean my garden, man? The only one I want to keep is this egg or corn that's 300 feet over here, bro. And we did get that out of the mega seed, which, by the way, you guys can know when mega seeds are going to spawn. In my Discord server, we actually have this bot that pretty much tracks everything that's coming in the game. Now, keep in mind, the predictions here are now estimates, not exact, except for the moon, which, as you can see, it says the next mega moon is going to be in 12 hours. The one after that in 14 hours. The mega moons and like moons are fully accurate. Everything else is a pretty good prediction. Most of the times it's right. I mean, for example, it says like, you know, the moon bloom is going to be in 4 hours. So there's a very good chance that's actually going to happen. And yeah, I highly recommend y'all join my Discord server. The link for it will be in the description. It's just simply going to help you get a bunch of resources. In terms of things like corn, those are pretty commonly in stock. It's not super easy to get simply because, you know, it's not a super low rarity. I mean, it's rare, but you can end up finding this pretty often inside of the shop. But I do recommend you do this in, I guess, like a garden that doesn't have a billion things in it, bro, because oh my goodness, my garden is so full. I think I accidentally just deleted the corn seed that was actually 300 feet, which is fine because after you grow it for your clan, it's okay. But I wasn't in a clan anyways. Bro, it's gonna take me forever to get all these bamboos. I should for real just leave my garden and let people come and steal everything, bro, because I need these things gone. They are good to actually keep in here for mutation. So if you are doing this for money, definitely keep them in here until you make tons of it. And look, Timothy actually has a firefly. Yo, that's sick. Oh my god, he's giving me it. Thank you. Yo, he just gave me a Firefly, bro. I have to add him for that. How does this guy know I need a Firefly the most as soon as I get it? That's insane. I wish he did give it to me a few seconds earlier before we actually did this thing. But, yeah, there we go. Now I just have to clean out my garden. But I really do hope this video helps you guys out and you're able to grow some pretty big plants. Just make sure you actually place all your sprinklers before you start growing anything. That way it actually applies to whatever you're growing. Things that do typically take a lot longer to grow, such as, you know, the mythics and the supers, I highly recommend you do actually water them as well. That way your sprinklers apply to them fully and they actually start growing. But if you did enjoy this video, all that I ask you to do is hurry up and watch this video on the screen right here. It's a way better video and I promise you're gonna want to watch it. Until then, hurry and pick one of the videos because this video is about to end, and until then, I'll catch you there. Also, subscribe. Hurry, pick one. Bye.